This is the ERJ made by XCrafts. It is designed for Xplane 12. We're on the latest version of Xplane 12 here, 12.4. I think we're on beta 4. And we're at Nimbus Airport, by the way. It's a custom airport. And in fact, let's go into the lobby. Since we're in the lobby here, we'll back into this custom airport lobby. Anyway, I thought we would take a closer look at the ERJ175. XCraft's about to release a version 2 of another ERJ, but this is my favorite. I think the ERJ175 is my favorite, and so I thought let's walk through features on it and to see how it works. So here we are. We're in a cold and dark cockpit. And over here we have the tablet, well done tablet by the way too. Ground services right now are set. I don't have a GPU set. Let's go ahead and put a GPU on. Since we're here, we'll go ahead and connect the jetway. Open the door. Take the engine cover off and put cargo services in play, and that's all I'm going to do. If you look outside right now, which, by the way, this is a really neat airport. Okay, right. So we've got that going. Okay, so since we have the GPU going, we have our loading that's happening right now. We're going to go ahead. This is what you would normally do if you. This works for SimBrief, whatever source you may use. But I got to wait and balance, and you see where this company load sheet is in my SimBrief ID. So I'm going to click that. View that load sheet. See how it looks, and there we go. Fuel, zero fuel weight. Everything, so dispatch approved, and let's load. It's instant load. If you notice a little bit of a jar of the frame, so we are officially loaded. Okay. Next place that we want to go on the CRJ, we'd go to the overhead panel and go to the batteries, power first. Both switches to the on position. And you remember earlier where we had GPU going, we've got it active outside. We're going to click here and let it do its thing. Right. We're in sterile cockpit right now. And I'm going to go ahead and put no smoking and seatbelt sign on. Or turn off the alarms. Okay, and let's go ahead and test our fire system, or our APU engine. Go. Actually, it'll do that, I think, 14 times, or around 14 times. Okay, and while we're here, and this is what I would do, I'm going to go ahead and cut the APU on. Hit the switch to the on roll, on switch, on the on side. I'm going to wait about 10 seconds. And we're going to switch it over. And one thing I didn't do yet over here is the emergency lights need to be in the armed position. And nav light's already on, logo, inspection light, we'll leave in the on position. Okay. that's all we're doing up here. We're not doing anything on this side here. This system 3 hydraulic electric pump here stays in the off position. So everything here is just like it should be. Okay. And you can pop this panel out. I really like this feature on this model, so I'm going to pop this out. And you can actually make changes on this pop out, and I'm good with that. It doesn't take away from my immersive experience. I like that. And here's our FMS. Okay, so we're going to go to performance. Everything here, we're on the latest air rack. Right here it looks like. We're using Navigraph. And we're going to go to root. So you know we're doing the KCLT to, KCLT to K, well, I loaded the wrong flight plan. I sure did. Okay, so we're going to make a change here. Watch. We're going to do it. A live change. I loaded the wrong flight plan. We're out of KCLT. You notice here I've got JSO to CLT. So we're going to go back here. But there's no way it won't change anything because of this. Okay, so I changed this back to CLT to GSO. Primarily because we're already at GSO right now, so let me see here. Our flight number, our numbers are all based on it. Well, let me load that. There we go. Okay. Okay, let me load it back. So I don't mind, because you saw what I just did to reload it. So now I'm going to go back to my panel over here. Ground services. This is a new load. And I want to load this company sheet. Now it says CLT to GSO. View the load sheet. And we're going to hit the button there. And now we're loaded correctly. So now I can go to KGSO. Our flight ID is EDV 110. So what I put just for giggles. Which is funny because we have an American Airlines logo. So flight ID there. Okay, and then how we come up with our company route is we're going to put KCLT. KGSO 01. Okay. I'm going to activate that. I'm going to hit departure runway. And we're going out on runway 36 center. 36 center. We're our the CLT3 departure. Is that it? That's a thing. Okay. And Gant. We're going to apply that. Activate. And arrival is going to be runway 23 left. That's an ILS runway. Way we want to come in. You want to just come straight in, bird. Sorry, I'm overcomplicating this. I'm looking at what I want to come, how I want to come in. Arrow Henby, Henby 1. We want Henby 1 and arrow. Okay, now we're good. And our approach transitions GSO. Okay. And let's look at that. So here we have a couple of burps and hiccups. I'm going to delete the as assigned. And we're going to take CLT and move it up to vectors. And this is kind of peculiar because I think our cruise altitude is 15,000. Cruise winds. Sorry, I'm reading. Sorry, I can't read and talk at the same time. There's a wind info. Top of climb, 281 at 065. Our zero fuel weight is 62140. And our center of gravity is 17.5. I'm comfortable with all of our climb, cruise, and descent speeds on this flight. That's why it's not going to be a very long flight. Okay. Now here's what we need for our takeoff. So I got a takeoff. I'm scrolling right now is what's taking so long. Just a minute. Okay, here we go. Takeoff data. Alright, so our wind on takeoff is 287 at 9. Our takeoff temp is 7. And our QNH is 30.09. And then that's our takeoff weight, 6747. Okay. Right, so all this info, if we hit send to FMS, I'm going to hit that. Okay, so now we know that thrust is going to be takeoff 1. Here we go. And let's enter that. And we go to the next screen. We need to re-enter our winds, which is 287 and 09. Okay, dry. We're dry pavement. We're in great shape here. So everything's fine there. Right here where it says flaps, you notice we're on flaps 1. We're going to hit OR. Flaps 1. Return. And there we go. See it? We don't have any of our takeoff info. If we hit DLK, download here, hit that there. Now we go to our takeoff. All the numbers are loaded. And now we can take those numbers and get everything loaded in here. Like for instance, our V2 speed is 141. VFS is 184. We put 184. We want to put 184 here. And we're going to go ahead. Normally, we're going to go and put our cruise altitude in, which is 15,000. Normally, ATC would give us, I think, what will be 5,000 transition, but we're not doing that right now. Okay, and you see, the next thing we want to do is make sure that flight director's up. We go flight director's up there. And all these numbers that we need are loaded, so our flight plan's loaded. Okay. One thing we haven't changed yet is our QNH, which is 3009 right here. There's 2 ways to change it. I can dial it right here, but I can also change it here. Watch. Just convenient. Okay. All right. And with that, I think we're ready for a pushback from the gate. See if I'm forgetting anything yet, and I'm sure that I am. But anyway, let's push back.
Ground to cockpit. Please show me where you want to go. Ground to cockpit. Tow is driving up.
By the way, Q8 pilot's got a good flight coming out today. He's reviewing. He's got the XCrafts creator, I think, designer, doing an ERJ V2 update. So you may want to go check that out today. Always does a great work. I picked up a lot of things from Q8 pilot. He's awesome.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect.
Okay, we're going to be getting the cue to start engines.
Winching strap and adapter in position. Release parking brake when ready to start pushback.
Just tap there. And here's where our engines are started from. You don't have to switch to a certain ignition. It's on auto, so all you have to do is turn the switch when the time comes.
Starting pushback, and you may start engines.
We're going to go to engine 2. Okay, so here we go. Hold it in. Oh, hold on, we're getting fussed at. I didn't close up anything before starting. Let's look at engine 1.
Operation complete. Set parking brake. Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
All right, that's coming up.
Tow is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal on the left. We'll see you next time and have a safe flight.
Okay, and we're going to go ahead and set flaps to 1. RTO, this is auto brake's going to need to be on RTO, but I can't set it until I get ready to take off because it's so sensitive. Right, and if you notice here, when we get to ready to take off, we've got a couple of other things we'll do. Let's go ahead and taxi. We're ready to taxi. We're going out on runway 36 center, which is to our right here. Okay. For our radio, by the way, we're going to be putting it to TA and RA. We're squawking 1200 is what we're squawking right now. And that means TCAS, TCAS is enabled. Okay. Alright. Okay. First things first, we're going to go ahead and click auto throttle. That brings up, when we hit auto throttle, hold on. That brings up a TO right here, and with that we're going to be able to press our throttles forward and activate our toga with that. That's why it has to be like that. And also our auto brake will be set to RTO. Let's go ahead and turn on our landing lights. Inspection lights off. APU is off. We're definitely in sterile cockpit. And here's something else I'm going to do. What did I just do? I messed something up. Oh, that's our altitude. We're flying at 15,000. I hit it. I accidentally hit it. Alright, something else about auto throttle right now is that it's set for manual. So as we take off, it's set for what I set it for earlier, which is 184. And once we begin our climb, I'll switch it over to FMS. So I'll switch this over to the FMS side, and FMS, it means it will follow our flight plan. So it's going to follow the numbers, the takeoff climb numbers, which will take us up to our climb is 270 on this flight. Okay. Before we pull out there, because we don't have ATC on this flight, let's see if we're clear. Yeah, we're clear. Okay. All right. Brake off. Flaps are set to 1.
Auto brake.
See, auto brake kicked off just then. I'll have to wait until I'm lined up before I set it back. Let's get a bigger view there. That looks a lot better, doesn't it? I can see it. Okay, let's straighten up here. Right, we're lined up. Okay, so we're going to hit this button here for our toga and bring that forward. Now you see our auto throttle takes it in to. There we go. We get it straightened out. Front pressure on yoke. Really struggling with the wind. I don't know what's going on there.
1.
Rotate.
Rotate. V2.
Okay. Positive rate. Gear up. Having a little rough time there. Okay, now I'm going to switch auto throttle over. Activate autopilot. And flaps have been retracted. Alright, so we're going direct to Gantz, and that. And by the way, we're only 68 miles from Charlotte, from Greensboro to our home airport, so it's not far. In fact, it won't be a long climb either. Right, we're at 91, 92. I'm going to go ahead and turn the landing lights off. Sterile cockpit's off, seatbelt signs stay on. Alright, things happen fast here, so we need to go ahead and do our landing information where we're going to be going into Greensboro. QNH in Greensboro and winds. Winds are 270 at 10. 270 at 10. Temp is 2 and QNH 30.06. Okay. What just happened?
Throttle.
We're LNAV and VNAV, but what is wrong? We're at idle thrust. Alright, we're going to manual. My auto throttle's on, but I'm controlling it. We're going to manual. So we have an issue. I can't see anywhere in the flight plan where the issue is, but that's a bad issue. Okay, so I'm going to leave it where it is. I've got it controlled.
Bank angle.
Autopilot. 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 Autopilot.
See what's wrong. All right, speeds are back up. My altitude is correct, but we bugged out there for a minute. I'm checking we're back on course, but I don't know what happened with auto throttle. I lost my auto throttle. It wasn't acting correctly. In fact, right now, even if I were to switch auto throttle back, let me try to see if I can go back to flight plan. Nope. Oh, it's got a serious problem. We got a serious problem. This is the flight plan. We're going to take control of our speed for the rest of the trip, which we're using auto throttle, but we're actually manually entering our speed. Something's wrong. That's not acting correctly. What it has done is bought us time to put in our information for arrival. Okay, so our gross weight right now is 66085. It's not going to change too much, so we're going to say 65600. 65600. And V speeds have been loaded. We're heading directly to Greensboro. Yeah. Do something really crazy. We'll see if we can't come in if we've got time. Yeah, I think we do. Maybe not. Okay, maybe not. Okay, flight plan. No, I think I like things like they are. So we'll go with it. See if we can make this work. We're going to set our altitude down here to 3,000, and we're going to let the aircraft actually descend us. I'm going to try to go back. I haven't given up on auto throttle in my flight plan yet. Let's see why it's going to mess up like that. Let's see. Try it again. Right, we're good. I think we're going to see if VNAV will help, and it looks like it is. It's taking us down to descent altitude now. All right, might be all right. But the throttle's mine. So I've got the throttle set to manual, so I'm manually setting the speeds for on descent. Okay. And it will still follow. Like right now, it's got some limitations. It's got to follow. It's got an adder above at Brant, which is 3100. So all these it will follow those, and we'll just let it do that part while we control the speed. Nothing's wrong with XCrafts. The aircraft is doing exactly what it's supposed to. I think it's in the flight plan. I think it's in my flight plan. I rushed it, and I'm thinking it's off on speed. That's me. Okay, so we're going to flaps 1. Okay. QNH is 30.10. Throttle set on 210 knots. Welcome to Piedmont Triad International Airport here, Greensboro. This is 5 right. We're on the 5 right side, but we're actually going to be landing on 2-3 right, which is over here. 2-3 right, right here. There's another runway also that is a little short for us. It's longer than it looks like, but 3-2 and 14. So 3-2 and 14. It's longer than it looks. Has to be, come to think of it, because it's got a lot of cargo planes that come out of there. So that's the runway. That was the original runway, I think, one of the originals. Nice quiet airport, needs to be busier. We'll be passing right over it to transition to come back. Right. We're at flaps 2. And there's our point of entry right there. And we're about 155 knots right now at flaps 4. If you've noticed how what I love about this is the ease of getting around, like to be able to know, okay, I need to see my altitude, everything's so easy to read here. It's been nice. Works well for me. Is the goat really the goat? Welcome aboard. You could start an argument just walking in and saying that somewhere. That's all I'm telling you. The goat is the goat. You don't have to say a name. People are going to think about their own whatever they want to think about. There goes an American Airlines flight. I hear somebody near me right now. We are landing in Greensboro right now. We just we came from Charlotte, and we're taking a quick hop in this ERJ175. And it already, it does well. I think my flight, I messed something up on the flight plan coming in, but we should be making a turnaround and coming back, and we'll be landing on runway 23. I'm sorry, 23 left in Greensboro. We're in Greensboro, North Carolina. I've been saying 23 right. It's 23 left. Okay. And we're counting down now because we're actually going to have to make a transition to come back. In fact, we're going to be circling back for a 2-3 left right now. So we're going to go ahead and activate approach. Gear is down, and we're at flaps 5. Flight plan's going crazy right now. It's not. It's we should be going to Brant, but we're not. Let's see if it's doing a turnaround. I'm not giving up on it. We'll see if it comes back. I mean, I can go to manual, but I'd like to see if it's doing a transition turnaround and coming back the way it should be. Most of my flights on the ERJ175 are uneventful, and it's just funny that this 67-mile flight has been one guessing game after the other. It hadn't done what it normally does. Probably later this evening I will do another stream. I think I've been flying the Delta virtual route, so we might be flying out of China in about an hour. So you can see an actual uneventful flight, maybe, who knows. Let's see how we're going here. Alright, you're making your turn, okay. Alright, come on, don't let me down here, buddy. Come on, do it the way you're supposed to. Right, I'm going to tell it CF23 left. Whoa. Alright, coming back around. We should be alright. Alright, it should line up as it needs to now. It's yeah, this has been an off approach. ERJ175. About 9 miles outside of TI, Piedmont Drive International. Right, 445 knots at full flaps. Coming in on 23 left at Great Piedmont Drive International. Usually, I think the two flights I fly out here the most probably would be Miami, Greensboro to Miami. And then that usually if I'm coming out of LaGuardia, LaGuardia to Greensboro, those two flights are really well beaten path flights for Greensboro. Right. We're actually at 2,000 feet above. We're at about a 750 elevation here in the Piedmont area. Right, we're lined up on the runway, but we haven't captured yet. We haven't captured the glide scope yet. Right, well, it looks like we're not going to. We're at you're gonna do it, or are you gonna make me do it?
Autopilot.
My aircraft. It's not like it's thinks it's lined up. We'll see. I never captured
$500.
Glide slope. Glide slope. Glide slope. Glide slope.
Approaching
Glide
minimums.
slope. Glide slope.
Minimum
Glide slope.
200. Minimums
Glide slope. Glide slope.
100. 50. 40.
Throttle. Throttle.
30. 20. 10.
It really wasn't pretty, but you know.
Auto brake.
All right, flight director is off. Hey, Mr. Deck to Sky. Had a rough landing there. So I didn't capture, but also it always comes back to the flight plan. Hey, tip away. I'm full of brain full of mush here. Tip away. This is general aviation. This is the Curry side. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. I tell you what, if you we can go watch something painful. I can go back and replay that. I still do love the ERJ175. I think nothing's wrong with it. It was me on the when I did the initial flight plan earlier. I messed up. I think I messed up on how I entered it, but yeah, my approach was awful just now. Yeah. Okay. Wait. Why is it show it? I'm showing this. Okay. Alright, this is going to be painful, but I'll go back. Here we go. By the way, I still love the ERJ175. Great aircraft. Yeah, this is by no means pretty. I'll go back right here. I never captured, and this was strictly a hand flown in. So. I do like the livery in the aircraft though. This one here is probably one of the easier ones to hand fly. Well, it does hand fly nice. So I was too high, by the way. Everything. I should have gone around, but I didn't. ERJ175, the automation is really nice, like the flaps coming up, and you don't have to arm them. They automatically arm. So many things it does really well. I made the mistake one time of telling a ERJ175 pilot that it seemed very automated, and it was stupid. I know what I'm talking about. And he schooled me a little bit on how everything that's automated in that cockpit can be manually done. That there's nothing that can't be. So he corrected me. It is an art. I guess it is an art. All right. See y'all on the next one. This was kind of a rough one, but I'll see y'all on the next stream.